All the angels were ordered, commanded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to prostrate before him. وَإِذْ قُلْنَا لِلْمَلَائِكَةِ اسْجُدُوا لِآدَمَ فَسَجَدُوا إِلَّا إِبْلِيسَ. Was it on the basis of his animal being? This animal existence? No. I have quoted you the ayah from Surah Al-Hijr, Surah Al-Sad. فَإِذَا سَوَّيْتُهُ وَنَفَخْتُ فِيهِ مِنْ رُوحِي. When I have completed his creation and have blown into him from my own spirit, then fall before him in prostration. فَقَعُوا لَهُ سَاجِدِينَ. And Quran says, فَسَجَدَ الْمَلَائِكَةُ كُلُّهُمْ أَجْمَعُونَ. All the angels, including Jibreel and Mikael and Israfil and Israel, no exception. فَسَجَدَ الْمَلَائِكَةُ كُلُّهُمْ أَجْمَعُونَ. That is the status, that's the level of that inner self that we have within us, which is divine in its origin. It's the spiritual aspect of our existence, but we have forgotten it. We know our body and bodily needs. Running here and there, working day and night, only to fulfill the needs, bodily needs, the animal needs of ourselves and our family. وَلَا تَكُونُوا كَالَّذِينَ نَسُوا اللَّهَ فَأَنْسَاهُمْ أَنفُسَهُمْ أُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْفَاسِقُونَ. Man in his ignorance identifies himself with the material sheaths. These are the wrappings around that real self. That real self is within you. The apparent is your animal being. Your hands, your legs, you can run. All these organs. Common between you and a horse and an ass. He also needs something to eat, to support him. We also need. Even the small, bird needs some nest to rest during the night. We also need some house, some roof over our heads. All the animals, they have the sexual desire. And this is for the preservation of the species. So do we have? Every living being requires rest for rejuvenation, revitalization of the energy. So do we need rest? What's the difference? A complete animal, but not only an animal, something absolutely different. And that's the qualitative difference between animal and man. It's not only quantitative. People today think, most of the people, that there's only a quantitative difference between the chimpanzee or gorilla and man. That's all. Just as between horse and donkey. Donkey is a coarse type of animal and horse is a refined type of animal. What's the difference? It's not qualitative, it's quantitative. The same is the difference between the chimpanzee and the gorilla and man. No difference. This is the biggest misguidedness of humanity. Man is an animal, no doubt. But there is another aspect of his personality. Absolutely different, fundamentally different, basically different, different in origin. This body comes from clay. And that ruh came from Allah. What a world of difference. This body, when it is exhausted, it needs food. Where from does that food come? From this very clay from which our body has come. All the grains, all the food, whether you are eating the meat of a goat, which is the final source of that meat of the goat? It is also eating the grass and so on. Everything coming from this clay, this crust of the earth. Our animal existence coming from that, and the food, rejuvenation, that also coming from there. And that soul of ours, that spirit of ours, that ruh of ours, coming from Allah. يَسَأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الرُّوحِ قُلِ الرُّوحُ مِنْ أَمْرِ رَبِّي. And the food for it also comes from there, and that is the word of God. The Kalamullah is the food. It revitalizes our spirit. It rejuvenates our spirit. When it is exhausted, when it is tired, you need new energy, fresh energy. You will find it not from the best of the foods that you can take. That food might be very nourishing for your body, but not for your soul, not for your spirit. The only rejuvenation, revitalization for your spirit can come from the same source. The source of our ruh is Allah. And the food that it needs comes from Him. That's the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.